the BMC polls have suddenly become less about fixing Mumbai and more about who built the city and who owns it now. What should have been an election focused on flooding, garbage, hospitals and governance has now turned into an emotional fight over identity and belonging. The latest is MNS chief Raj Thackeray's attack on BJP leader Annamalai. He has called him a Rasmalai, used derogatory language against South Indians, especially Tamilians, ridiculing them, threatening them, all because Annamalai called Mumbai an international city. The UBT Sena has also demanded his arrest, saying that he insulted Marathis, when actually it seemed like the words used by the MNS chief were completely insulting to Tamils. This language, Veera, in some ways has reignited old wounds about outsiders in Mumbai, and it has also tried to turn pride into anger.
Call it the moment Rasmalai turned acerbic, Vasudha, in the political space. In doing so, the MNS has also reminded people of Mumbai, of Balasaheb Thackeray's old tirades against South Indians, reopening a chapter many hoped Mumbai had moved past. Vasudha, Annamalai, of course, hitting back and speaking to the press in Tamil Nadu, even questioned how the DMK could be part of an alliance with the Sena UBT and accused that the Thackeray brothers were using politics of intimidation. Raj Thackeray's rhetoric may sound powerful, Vasudha, but will it work in 2026 as an electoral counter to the BJP's Hindutva? Does it divert attention from the real issues of Mumbai? Is linguistic chauvinism an effective counter to Hindutva? Both fiercely divisive, many would argue, Vasudha. Let's listen into the comments that set off this exchange first.
काल परवाकडे कोणतरी एक तामिळनाडूमधून रसमलाई आली होती. तो सांगतो मुंबईचा आणि म्हणजे महाराष्ट्राचा संबंध काय? तुझा काय संबंध आहे इथे याचा? यांच्यासाठीच माननीय बाळासाहेब बोलले होते, हटाव लुंगी आणि
Here we are looking at the only city in our country where a triple engine Sarkar is possible. Modi ji at the center, Devendra Fadnavis at the state, and the BJP mayor and BMC. Because Bombay is not a Maharashtra city, it is an international city. And this city has got a budget of 75,000 crore, not a small money.
Now, after Raj Thackeray's Rasmalai jibe, Annamalai has hit back and he has dared Thackeray, saying that he will come to Mumbai whenever he wants to.
ஆதித்ய தாக்கரே, ராஜ் தாக்கரே இவங்கெல்லாம் யாருங்க? அங்கிருந்து என்னை மிரட்டிக்கிட்டு இருக்கானுங்க. நான் பெருமைப்படுறேன், ஒரு விவசாயினுடைய பையன் இன்னைக்கு தாக்கரேவனுடைய கோபத்தை நான் சம்பாரிச்சிருக்கிறேன். இந்த சிவசேனா, இன்னைக்கு தாக்கரேவோட சிவசேனா அவங்களுடைய பத்திரிகை நம்ம முரசொலி மாதிரி சாம்னான்னு ஒன்று வச்சுருக்கானுங்க. அதில் எழுதியிருக்கானுங்க, மும்பைக்குள்ளே வந்தால் என் காலை வெட்டுவேன், இங்க் அடிப்பேன். நான் மும்பைக்கு வரத்தான் போகிறேன், நீ இங்க் அடிச்சு பாரு, காலை வெட்டிப்பார், அதெல்லாம் ரெண்டு ஒன்று பார்த்துடலாம்.
Well, that was Annamalai's reaction, but in an exclusive interview with NDTV, Shiv Sena UBT chief Uddhav Thackeray has made some big claims. He stated that the BJP-led NDA government is conspiring to separate Mumbai from Maharashtra. Listen in.
हमारा क्या कहना है? आज भी मैं आपके साथ हिंदी में बात कर रहा हूं. हमने कभी किसी भाषा का विरोध नहीं किया है, लेकिन जिस तरीके से बीजेपी, हम सारे लोग यहाँ जैसे दूध में शक्कर घुल मिलकर अच्छा एक क्या कहते हैं मिल्क शेक भी बना सकते हैं, तो उसमें नमक डाल रही है. संयुक्त महाराष्ट्र की मुझे याद दिलानी होगी आपको. उस वक्त मुंबई के ऊपर गुजरात भी अपना अधिकार मांग रहा था, और उस समय बहुत सारे मराठी, लाखों मराठी लोग सड़क पर उतर कर आए थे और बहुत बड़ा आंदोलन हुआ. 3-4 साल चला. 100 से भी ज्यादा 107 लोगों ने शहादत दी और उसके बाद मुंबई महाराष्ट्र को मिली. तब से लेके आज तक गुजरात, मतलब पूरा गुजरात नहीं, कुछ गुजरात के लोग हैं, जैसे आज जो ऊपर दिल्ली में 2 बैठे हैं, उनकी नजर मुंबई पर है. मुंबई के ऊपर वो कब्जा करना चाहते हैं. हम गुजरातियों के खिलाफ नहीं है. हमारा मुंबई का सारा जितना कारोबार था वो गुजरात लेके गए. मनमोहन सिंह जी ने आर्थिक केंद्र, इकोनॉमिक सेंटर दिया था, वो भी वो गुजरात लेके चले गए. तो हम ऐसे बैठे कैसे रहेंगे? हमारे घर में घुसकर आप हमारे ऊपर अन्याय करेंगे, अत्याचार करेंगे, तो कौन चुप बैठेगा?
Well, Veera, this is not combative politics or provocative language, whatever MNS chief Raj Thackeray said. This is just an attack on people who have helped Mumbai grow and have been personally offended with whatever that has happened. We are joined by Adhyut Wagh, who's a spokesperson in Maharashtra BJP. We have Rohit Chandavarkar, senior analyst. We also have Ganesh Suwani, who's a political analyst. Thank you all of you for being part of this broadcast. Rohit, to you first. You've always explained Maharashtra to us in such accessible terms. Why isn't anybody speaking about Raj Thackeray's language anymore? Because I feel when, Hindi-speaking migrants get attacked, there is a lot more noise, and this kind of language ridiculing South Indians and also threatening them, reminding them of a time which was extremely scary for them. Shouldn't it have commanded more voices from political parties?
Vasudha, I think your opening statement or comments, yours and Veera's, both were, they just hit the nail on its head. You just explained what is happening, and I'd like to repeat just one line, which is that there is polarization of two types that is happening. From one side, there is linguistic polarization, attempt to do that, and from the other side, there is polarization on a Hindutva basis, which is being attempted by the BJP to counter the linguistic polarization. So, as expected, just about, let's say 55 hours before this megacity goes to polls, you have this kind of narrative where there is rhetoric and there is emotional appeal, and there is all the things except what the taxpayers and Mumbai citizens should be talking about: the infrastructure, bad roads, water supply, and other civic issues and civic amenities or lack of those amenities. Typically, what is happening is Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray are now sensing that the only way they can survive in Mumbai's politics, Maharashtra politics, is by kind of polarizing or consolidating on the Marathi vote, Marathi Manus vote that is there in Mumbai, which is close to 38-40%, let's say. And Uddhav Thackeray is also hoping that just like the last Vidhan Sabha, he might also get the support of minority community of Mumbai, which is almost about 18%. So they think they can reach about 58% vote bank, and out of that they can get, some seats, maybe 80, 85, 100 seats out of the 227 that are there in Mumbai Municipal Corporation. The BJP, on the other side, smartly has realized that, this linguistic polarization and sympathy appeal might work. So what they are doing is, you can watch Annamalai or Kripa Shankar Singh, leaders of BJP, appealing smartly, very subtly to the non-Marathi voters. Please understand, this is the latest twist that has come in the tail. What these leaders are doing is
Rohit,
has not happened by...
Rohit, let me just take that point that you're making to Adhyut Wagh. Adhyut, is this polarization and counter-polarization? I'm sorry, Rohit, I just want to ask a response from the BJP. Is this polarization and counter-polarization the same card, whether it's Hindutva or language politics, is one which is divisive in nature, one that diverts attention from core issues?
As far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, Bharatiya Janata Party is facing this election with its infrastructure, what we have developed in Mumbai since 2014, when Devendra Fadnavis has become Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and thereafter he has become Deputy Chief Minister, then he again become Chief Minister. You see the coastal road, you see the metros, you see the roads, you see Atal Setu, all and metros. You see the infrastructure has increased manifold. Now, as far as Thackeray brothers are concerned, they both have become a spent horse. They are still living in the era of 1960, where Sanyukta Maharashtra movement was there, which was for Mumbai. I agree to that. And thereafter, around 65 years have passed, and still they talk about the divisive politics, and they always talk about Marathi Manus. Let me make it very clear. Thackeray doesn't mean Marathi Manus. Thackeray doesn't mean Mumbai. Thackeray doesn't mean Maharashtra.
But sir, shouldn't have there been more criticism of this comment by your party leaders? Because I did hear even the Chief Minister talk about how he doesn't need to be taken seriously. But when you use comments like Hatao Lungi, Bajao Pungi, something that has really driven South Indians away from Mumbai, and it was a very scary time for them, shouldn't we expect the BJP to come out and very strongly criticize such comments?
No, we are criticizing because we are a national party. First of all, both Thackeray are inconsistent. Uddhav Thackeray is consistently inconsistent, and Raj Thackeray is inconsistently inconsistent. They started talking against South Indians. They started talking about against Muslims. They started talking against Uttar Bharatiya people, calling them bhaiya. Then they are also talking against Gujaratis. So it is their mentality. It is their mentality, and it is a cheap mentality.
Mr. Sovani, how would you look at Raj Thackeray's latest statements? It's not that he has spoken something new, but the fact that there's been so little criticism of this is the one that's surprising.
I will give you one example.
Mr. Sovani.
Raj Thackeray has not a single MLA in
Mr. Sovani. Mr. Bartlett, Mr. Sovani, respond. I'll come to you. Mr. Sovani.
Yes, Marathi language is the only unifying factor between the MNS and UBT as on the date, because BJP-led government, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, has also embarked upon introducing Hindi as a third language in the schools, and that has somewhat kicked off initially, but they later on came to know that Marathi people are deadly against introducing Hindi. And this is introduction of Hindi as a third language became a unifying factor.
But what does that have to do with threatening South India, sir? There's nothing that Annamalai said was wrong. He said Mumbai has to, it's an international city. How would you defend something like MNS chief's statements?
Yes. Yeah, I will answer your question. Annamalai is a very responsible politician. He is an IPS officer who resigned and entered into the politics. Now, when he says about the Mumbai getting associated with Maharashtra, not just confined to Maharashtra, he did not want to say it from geographical point of view, which the Thackerays are exploiting, but he essentially wanted to say that Mumbai's budget, BMC's budget is of 75 crores, which is equivalent to any state in Northeast India, and it has indeed an important international business center. And therefore, he just wanted to say that Mumbai should not be always looked or attached to Maharashtra. It has a unifying factor. And what he said, that if there is a triple engine Sarkar, Delhi, Maharashtra and Mumbai also, then that will be having better benefits for the people in Mumbai. On the other hand, what has happened as of now...
Rohit Chandavarkar, very quickly, what happens to the non-Marathi voters of Mumbai? Because this election has become so much about Marathi versus, who is Marathi versus Hindutva. What happens to the migrants, to the non-Marathi voters of Mumbai?
So that's exactly what I was saying, Vasudha, is that, this polarization that the Thackerays are attempting has also resulted in reverse polarization, if you want to call it, among the non-Marathi or non-Marathi speaking, non-Maharashtrian voters who have been living in Mumbai for 30, 40 years or 20 years, whatever. And the BJP thinks that chunk is, let's say, about 45, 50%. I'm talking about North Indian migrants plus, people from South, the Tamils, the Punjabis and Bengalis and all of them. The BJP thinks that they want to work on 3 points.
So I think that is the larger strategy. I'm so sorry, Rohit. The Prime Minister is speaking now. His address.
Rohit, we are completely out of time, but I think, remember, Vasudha and Rohit, the point that you're making.
The dialogue now in its second edition, and it's the national platform. The Prime Minister is speaking there. Let's listen into what he's saying.
तो 2014 का जिक्र किया था, तब यहां बैठे ज्यादातर युवा 8-10 साल के ही रहे होंगे, अखबार पढ़ने की उनकी आदत भी नहीं डेवलप हुई होगी। आपने पॉलिसी पैरालिसिस का वो पुराना दौर नहीं देखा, जब उस समय की सरकार की इसलिए आलोचना होती थी कि वो समय पर फैसले नहीं लेती, और जो फैसले होते भी थे वो जमीन पर ठीक से लागू नहीं होते थे। नियम कायदे ऐसे थे जिससे हमारा नौजवान कुछ नया करने के बारे में सोच भी नहीं सकता था। देश का युवा परेशान था कि इतनी बंदिशों में वो जाए तो जाए कहां। साथियों, ये हालत ये थी कि अगर किसी एग्जाम के लिए, जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करना होता था तो सर्टिफिकेट अटेस्ट कराने के लिए अफसरों और नेताओं के साइन लेने में ही दम निकल जाता था। फिर फीस का डिमांड ड्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए बैंक और पोस्ट ऑफिस के चक्कर लगाने पड़ते थे। अपना कोई बिजनेस शुरू करना होता था तो बैंक कुछ हजार रुपये लाने के लिए 100 गारंटी मांगते थे। आज ये बातें बहुत असामान्य लगती हैं, लेकिन एक दशक पहले तक यही सब कुछ चलता था।